people now realize that ad hocism doesn't work. You just can't be only reactive. You've got to be looking at the case in a more integrated manner. The ad hocism doesn't help that, in terms of assuring that there will be a continual improvement. It's also been found that it is no longer cost effective. And if you also look at organizational change, which is equally important, this is not just technology or product design, but it's also the mindset of people. Because people are now realizing that unless we change that mindset, the greening is not then a part of the DNA of the system. You need everybody to think green. So there are many corporates that don't have environmental department. They don't have. You know why? It's like when Henry Ford made his car, he said there is no quality control department. Because everybody knew that if they make a mistake, there is a department which will check before sending out the car. So everybody was making a mistake. So the same logic, people are now saying that we want everybody in the company to be the sustainability champion. We don't want a separate department which will think about greening. Everybody should think about greening. And you will find that if you really put a management system in place, you are then bringing in that kind of a change in the thinking. So in fact, there is a school in Macquarie in Australia which is specializing in how to bring change in sustainability thinking using management systems. So management systems are an interesting vehicle for us. All we are looking in these systems is to be proactive, not reactive. We want everybody to be involved, so it's participatory. And we want to do some bit of documentation, so we just don't talk but we record. It's important because organization always will keep receiving new people and they have to be trained, they have to be oriented, and you need clear instructions and responsibility allocation. And then you also want to know whether you're doing things right or wrong, so somebody has to peer review. And then you need that peering process to be brought in. And that is what people believe now, that helps in overall improvement of the business and the organization. Now greening being a new idea, you need a crucible for it. You need a crucible. You need to rest that green concept somewhere. You need an anchor. You can't keep it hanging. You can't just talk about greening in a seminar. You can't just do an evening talk show. You need greening to be put in a hard way, in a manner in which people get direction, they understand. They also see that there are procedures which are to be followed, records to be maintained. And therefore you find that these management systems which came along in variety of, in some sense you can call as silos to begin with, because they were thematic. So these systems came around as a voluntary initiative, more or less market-driven, supply chain pressures asking, the component suppliers to also fall in line and have their management systems. And you would see it always began first with the quality standards, then the environmental management systems, the ISO 14000 series, then something which is not ISO but picked up a lot, social accountability 8000 standard, and then the occupational health and safety management systems, and these became another series 18,000 standard. So something was handling on environment, and now we of course have energy management systems, 50,001. So you have on energy, you have on quality, you have on EMS, environmental management, occupational health and safety, social accountability, and then there are many such systems which people have adopted in their organization. And in many ways, each one of them contribute to sustaining and innovating greening. In somewhere, greening, we'll see how it is. But these systems are helpful in some sense to ensure, as I said, consistency and continual improvement, both these things. There's also a possibility when you do all of them in one organization, there's utter confusion because there's many overlapping circles, and people have found a way now, and they use this term as an integrated management system or IMS. In this presentation, we are going to look at mainly EMS and oceans, the environment, health, and safety together. And because that's something which has a lot of intersection. Any type of organization, it doesn't have to be manufacturing. It can be a municipal authority. It could be even an effluent treatment plant that people have taken certification for waste management systems. Very focused, limited, but set up an envelope of a management.